Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest, or McGowl for short. During the last part, I completed the Wily Combo stage, as well as my stage, Napalm Forest and Caves. And boy did that part go really over estimates. I didn't really anticipate my developer commentary going over 30 minutes. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's complete the final two levels and the boss of Tier 3. Future parts are going to be the same, where I'm probably going to have to split them up into two halves. First half covering the first two levels, and the second half covering the last two levels of each tier. On 10th place is ParmaJon's Hard to See Land. Interesting enough, it got a score of 52.4, meaning that it beat my level by just 0.2, so this is going to be interesting. A little bit more. There's less spread of the scores though, so this is going to be interesting. Sadly, this stage, let's just say this stage had some issues when I looked at Gemini Laser's stream. It wasn't really the fault of it wasn't really the fault of the developer, it was more the fault of the engine itself. So we start by falling from the ceiling, or from the sky. I guess that was due to a developer issue. Okay, we start off with these Yoku Blocks, if they will ever spawn again. Okay, we have all these enemies at the bottom. If we took the lower route, we have to face most of these enemies. But if we're good at platforming, we can avoid going to the bottom. And the bottom segment would be a little bit more dangerous because of all the falling platforms. Thankfully, this area is a safe point. Well, safer, but you have all these techs. So you have to kind of be careful. Ow. Let's go back to the point where I missed. If you're not that good with the jumping over these disappearing Yoku Blocks, you can always just use Rush Jet. But you have to be careful. One of the weird things about the Rush Jet in this game is that if it goes right over a block, or even if if a Yoku Block would be there, and it goes right over it, it'll actually just vanish. I'm not just going there yet. What I was saying is that if you go over where a Yoku Block would be using the Rush Jet, well, the Rush Jet will despawn. Unlike in normal Mega Man games, or most other fan games, where if you go over where a Yoku Block would spawn, but it's not there, well, nothing will happen. I have enough E-tanks. I really need W-tanks. Here are these glitchy platforms again. Oh boy. Yeah. As long as I stay away from the... Oh, that's what I mean. If I get hit, yeah, I'm gonna glitch right through the platforms. Whoa, boy. Yeah, if I stay on the side of these platforms or get hit, I have a chance of just sinking right through it. So that's kind of scary. Ooh, but I got through this segment. This is where things got a little bit glitchy. Bad usage of that. I was expecting the weapon to be there. I'm just gonna use the Solar Blaze then. I'll ignore that for now. Okay, here's the next segment. Of course, we have all these tellies and that fun. Of course, I need to use something better for this. Where are you? Oh, Black Hole Bomb there. Nope, not good enough, and I died. I think I hit a checkpoint here, though. Nope. This is gonna be one of those stages. I should have used an E-tank. There we go. Seriously, what's with all these tellies spawning everywhere? Magic card. I would really like a checkpoint nearby here. It's not too bad yet, but this is really where I wish I had a shield weapon of any kind. That's when I was talking about in the first part where the variety may result in problems, or the lack of variety. Of course, and now the rush is problematic. This is the stage where the engine's limitations really come to bite me in the back. Again, I feel sorry for the developer. And you're supposed to go to the bottom here. At least I can do that. Take on these batons. At least I have the char. Oh, this one. Black hole bombing it, of course. Well, at least I damage boosted there. I'm gonna take this a little bit slowly so I don't die again. And I can't fire the ferro shot directly upwards, so that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. So get over here. Nothing really says hard to see land here. Everything is pretty visible. There's really no background, but everything has a very bright, distinct color, so at least everything's easy to see. Oh boy, here we go. At least we have 9 lives. This is the and don't access the menu while you're flying when you're riding on this. It'll kill you. So here's the hardest part of the stage, specifically because of the glitchy platforms more than anything else. I missed that. Oh well, at least we have a checkpoint here and 8 other lives. This is where I'm going to be kind of silent because of the tenseness of the situation. Yeah. Come on, can something spawn there? Yep, except I didn't really make it in time. Well, at least I didn't. At least it blocked my way of falling to my doom. Yeah. As you can see, those platforms are really glitchy. Really, that's going to be the tagline of this stage. Those top platforms are really glitchy. There we go. I hope it works. Be a little bit more cautious here. Let's see if Ferro Shot should do it. What is this again? No. Oh, don't tell me it's... Okay, it's this one then. Oh boy. I couldn't make that jump. It has a really close spike ceiling there. Okay, let's do this again, see how... Oh! Oops, I keep forgetting that anytime I go into the pause menu, it'll go without me. I don't understand why this doesn't actually freeze like everything else in the game. Oh. Oh, okay. I need to destroy that, and... Why is that not going? Okay, I need to wait for this to come back down, I think. Okay, I'm just gonna go back down and get it this way. And the music is rather low keys, but to be fair, the stage is so tense I don't really have much time to pay attention. Ooh. Okay, let's do this again. This stage would have been done in about 8 minutes ago if these platforms weren't so glitchy. And yeah, now I'm getting caught by invisible objects. Even better. Seriously. What is with this engine and invisible blocks? How are you supposed to get through there? Oh, it's probably the top spin. If anything, that's probably the best weapon to actually reach there. Yep. Okay, that was my mistake. Okay. Oh, whoa, that was a bad jump. I should have waited. But my best suggestion is to stay around the center of these platforms and slowly go up. How does this? Oh, good. I was worried there would be nothing there, and I completely botched that jump again. Wonderful. Okay. Ooh. Okay, this platform goes... I think I'm cheating the stage by doing this, but okay. Glitching a little bit over there. I don't think you're supposed to ride it up like this way. Thank you. Oh. If I could only damage boost it instantaneously somewhere, this would have been so good. Oh yeah, this is really one of the stages where I really wish I had the spike guard. Here's the last segment. I'm just gonna rush hit it. Pretty much. Assuming the rush hit doesn't just glitch out. Here we go. And we have all these falling crystals, so I'm just gonna be spamming E-tanks then. And avoid just platforming everywhere. Here we have these trains. Normally this would be challenging, but I'm kinda fed up with all those platforms. I'm supposed to go down, of course. Gemini, I'll just Gemini laser it. Oh. Oh yeah, and if you're reversed to bright colors, please close your eyes for the next few screens. But we're at the end, there's nothing of importance there. Close your eyes now. Yellow, cyan, purple, green, black. That's it. That was hard to see land. Nothing in the stage was really hard to see thanks to the mostly non-existent background, and the foreground elements were very easy to see. Really, the main thing that killed that stage was, well, the very glitchy top platforms. This would have been done 5 to 7 minutes earlier if it were the lack of that, if they weren't so glitchy. As in keeping passing through. As you saw, there were several glitches. You can get shunted off here on the side, you can glitch right through it while jumping up and down. If you pause, they'll go on without you. Same with the Yoku Blocks for some reason. I don't know why they don't just freeze. And other oddities. And sometimes you can just fall right through even if you're not standing in the middle. Yeah, it was programming incompetence, as I think in the original Mega Man games, this wasn't this finicky. Sure, there were some oddities on the sides, but it shouldn't just go on without you for pausing. And I think I glitched part of the stage with that falling platform, a junk block. But the rest of the stage I would say is okay. It was kind of frustrating though, but the rest of the issues I had were kind of my incompetence. But I really wish in this stage I had the spike boots. That would have made that segment so much more tolerable. Or spike guard. And the last part of the stage was the hard to see. And this is really a pure platforming stage. The enemies were mostly not a problem to deal with, but the platforming itself was suspect due to engine deficiencies. Okay. Yeah, and at least the level had a very consistent foreground and background theme. Enemies were more just obstacles to get away with, and most of the challenges were platforming, of course. Yeah, the crystal section was kind of unfair if you don't use the rush jet. And the vertical scrolling section, that would be a lot more fair if the platforms weren't glitchy. So yeah, I agree with the score, although I would say it's less fun than the 12th place and 11th place stages, as well as the next stage to come. Next stage is really long. Thankfully, the pyro was nice of us to give all these extra lives. Okay, here it is. In 9th place is Flashman 85, aka Gemini Laser, stage Maze of Death. And this is Duvio's favorite stage, with a score of 89. But look at the scores, by the way. Look how much Pyro gave Duvie 0, and I forget the second one, Cheese 8. Look at their scores, and look at Mr. Curium's and Blackmore Darkwing's. Mr. Curium and Blackmore Darkwing really deviated on this. There's a good reason why, and I agree with several of their complaints. And here's a star indicating that it's a favorite. Let's do this, and boy, this is going to be a long one. This stage is a labyrinth, or maze of death. What we need to do, we'll see it soon enough, but we need... And yeah, I ran right into that. My apologies. Oh, funny glitch there. But as I was saying before my unceremonious death... Oops, and I didn't pay attention there. We need Gemini Laser. There's going to be a lot of debt here. As I was saying, the main goal of this stage is to get to the end, of course, but the creativity here is that in order to get there, you have to open up the gates at the end. The problem with doing so is there's a lot of different block types. Of course, it's clever. Gemini Laser is clever enough not to make that clever enough to not being able to hit it from here. Oh boy, here we go. Come on. Those frogs are still annoying as they were in Mega Man 2, mainly because of how much health they have. Even with the metal blade. Ow. I'm just gonna E-tank this up. This is one of the reasons why I have so many E-tanks saved up. This is the stage. This stage, I'm going to say right now, is really hard. Not because of glitches or anything, but because of the inherent design. Oh sure, it isn't that long in terms of screens, but it's long in terms of how many challenges there are. Basically how much traversal of the stage you have to go through. But there are a lot of different gimmicks shown over here. We have all these mines from Mega Man 4's Dive Man stage. We have these spikes, and we have all those other enemy types. Oops, I forgot to move more right. That's my fault. As you can see, those frogs are still so super durable compared to any other enemy in the game. I really wish that was changed. There's a reason why on my stage I didn't really use the frog enemies that much. It was because of that reason. They're too durable. They're even more durable than Cannon Joes for some reason. I think that's kind of ridiculous, considering that they're supposed to be the enemy spawners and they have super high health as well. Oh, of course, I didn't even see that spike. Ugh. You know what, I'm gonna exit out the stage and come right back. And, as I said, I really wish I had the spike guard here as a form of insurance, or the spikes were not instant death. That'd also be nice. And I think this is one of the stages where having that increase in vulnerability time would be good. Ugh, that was way too close. I'm just gonna take a hit there. And by doing it, we actually open up a shortcut. So if you die, you don't need to go through this entire segment again. Yeah, magic card. You can't open the bottom one using the... You can't fire magic card downwards, so you can't go through that segment. So now we can just skip past it. I will need to go up here because I need to open up the gates a little bit. I need to also open up the bottom, if I remember what is supposed to open this. Pharaoh Shot. No. One of my minor complaints is that it's kind of difficult to remember which color blocks corresponds to which item. Yeah, this is supposed to be top spin, but I keep forgetting which one's supposed to be which. I think I'll take this route. I don't exactly recall what to do in this stage, so this is gonna take a little while. Or where to go in this stage. Oh yeah, be careful of those falling blocks. Oops, I didn't mean to walk over there. Okay, go over here. Of course, to open it, you have to come from the bottom. Nice that he gave us some mercy over here. And here's the segment I was talking about. The end of the stage is over there, but in order to access it, we need to destroy all these blocks. and each one of them corresponds to a different special weapon. But I need to access it from different points, like I got an extra life on the left, or an E-tank, so I'll need to use the Thunderwall, Magic Card, I think Metal Blade, and like over here, you have to get over here in order to access the Metal Blade spot, because you won't be able to hit it from here. So now I need to get there to go to the bottom and use the Pharaoh Shot on this ice block, or the Solar Blaze. How I do that is to go back all the way and, where did it go? Okay, I'll need to use Rush Coil, go back all the way in order to access that place. So basically now I just need to backtrack in order to get to that previous point where I can access it. This is the reason why the stage takes so long, because you have to explore all those different pathways. This time I'll take the upper route. Here we have these Gutsman platforms. Oops. And I take a lot of damage in consequence of failing this. I'm just gonna use a cheat over here to get through. There we go. But as you'll see soon enough, Nathaniel Hoover, aka Gemini Laser, or aka Flashman, he included a lot of gimmicks from different stages. It is one of the strong points of this stage, but because of the composition, it can result in a really punishing stage. For one, I really wish there was a checkpoint. Whoa, that was... I didn't expect to do that good dodging. Let's see me instantaneously die now. Here we have this, the giant snake, of course. Getting up there is now going to be the other problem. At least I can get back up here, but, of course, I'm just gonna Rush Coil it. And Rush's main weakness keeps appearing. Going to drink another E-tank, of course. Come on, Rush, hello! Yep, Rush is still as slow as it was before. And, of course, ladder grabbing. Okay, now I can fight this snake correctly. There's a trick with the Gemini Laser you can do to actually hit it from the bottom, but I decided to just rush it right through. Okay, in order to get through here, you have to use the top spin. Just be careful so you don't skewer yourself on the spike. And we have all these, fleas, of course. Oh, yeah, and I let go of the button too much. I didn't let go of it fast enough. No worries, though. I do have a shortcut. Oh, I didn't blow up the hole here. Okay, I need to go to this segment again. Oh, no. Before I go there, I'm just gonna slide under here and open up that hole. Nice sneaky trick over there, of course. And now go back all the way to open up that other gate. I'm going to use Rush Coil to skip this segment. Sure, it's doable and quite fun, but I don't want to spend the time on this. Whoa, I didn't see that. And of course we have the Snake Man obstacle again. Rush Coil time, I hope. Of course, and Rush's finickiness is getting annoying as usual. I don't really like Rush in this game. It's so annoying to use correctly. It just feels like he's working against me or working on his own set of physics that are not consistent with the game. There we go. Hello? Is he that resistant to the Thunderwall? There we go. This is so much more annoying to do because you have to get back there. Okay, this is getting annoying. And it constantly spawns, so you have to be a little bit careful there. Oh, I should have opened that. And now we have this segment, with all these bouncers and the bouncing enemies. Oh yeah, and for this stage, I suggest if you're playing through this first time, bring all the lives you can do and get an E-tank. Ow. Like here, for example, I'm going to use an E-tank. There's no question about that. Of course, now we open up this gate. If I could damage boost, I could go through there, but of course, if I go through there now, I'm just going to instantly get murdered, so I'm going to have to go the other way. Remember that I'll have to slide through on the left side in order to get here. And I'll need to go to use the magic card from the bottom, so let's do this. Whoa. Here on the we had the different part of the stage on the left side, as you may remember. Of course, I failed to jump. Again and again. Ugh. That's why I didn't really use these platforms in my stage. I always felt they were kind of finicky and problematic to use. I'm just gonna tank all the damage I can do. Here we're back in this segment. Remember when I said when I had to open up that hole? That's why. So now I don't need to go all the way back. So I can just slide past here and go to the next segment. Pretty nice, but I completed only about almost half the stage now. Of course, I missed that. And now we have a spike jump segment, I believe. Let's see how long it takes for me to instantly die. Yep. You're supposed to get through here by following the pattern. But there's a trick you can do to get through this faster, but I misjumped over there. I was going to die anyway, so... You know what, let's show a different path for a different time, for some variety. Okay, in this segment we'll have a lot of enemies, so my best suggestion is to use the black hole bomb. This was kind of designed to be the farming room, and so that if players ran out of special weapon energy, they would be able to restore it here. Also, it's a nice shortcut back over here. Oh, of course I got hit by the tiny part over there. I think black hole bomb would be the best option here. Of course, I did it the wrong time. What I'm supposed to do is use the rush coil here and use the black hole bomb immediately. There we go. Now this segment has been made a lot simpler. Hurry up here, because there'll be some spikes coming. Right over there. And we have a segment of all these cannon Joes, of course. And the tech. Trust me, this isn't even the hardest segment of this. Note there's a water block over there. I will be coming back here. Oh, and by the way, if you may notice on the right side of the screen, we will be going over there if we want to access the end of the stage. Yep, if you didn't... Yeah, I wouldn't make that. I think you need to use the rush coil here. There we go. Ooh, that much more smoother than I expected. Okay, I need to hit that using the solar blaze, I think. There we go. And now I need to use the... How do I get that? Oh, I need to get on the other side. In order to do that, I need to go back a bit. As you may have noticed, there is an entry point over there. Remember when I talked about there was that one platform on the left? We don't need this now, so I'll just spam this. See this little water block over here? Ignore the spike on the left. That's how we access it. Clever. If you paid special attention over there, you would have noticed it. Also nice to put a fish over there. Here we get the E-tank. And, where is this? Magic card. I should have everything to now just pass through everything. So now just backtrack all the way to the left. Avoid skewering myself back onto that single spike. I don't wanna die right here. And move all the way back up. Hello? Oh. I didn't see that. I instantly forgot where the platform was. Now backtrack over here. Ah, that was nice. There are a lot of different paths in this stage. There are redundant paths, which I do like, but I feel like this stage could have been shortened in terms of length. Also, here's where this led up to. And if you ever went up here, you can always just use this in order to open up that Gemini laser block over there. So nice that we have all these alternate pathways. And there we have it, the end of the stage. If we had the Spike Guard, I could have just gone over here and save it. Nice that they gave us an extra life. And here's the final part of the stage. We need to destroy these Sniper Joes. How do we do it? Solar Blaze, of course. And there go all those Sniper Joes right into the trash. Jump up on the top, and that's it. That was the Maze of Death. It was a pretty long stage, not due to screen length, but because of all the winding, twisting curves that we needed to take. I personally liked it, but really could have used another checkpoint. But I did like it forced usage of almost all the special weapons, and even then I kind of skipped past some of the screens because there are small alternate paths, which I do enjoy in a Mega Man fan game, so many props to that. It is certainly one of the most creative stages, so good job, Gemini Laser. That's why Snow and Pyro and Cheese8 like it so much. It is extremely creative. I would say one of the most creative levels in this compilation game, if not the most. And it was nice that he also subtly led us to where we needed to go. I really wish if we actually had, if this idea was explored more in other fan games. The idea of having to go to the end point of the stage and go back and forth in order to open it exactly. And the fact that we could see other paths subtly and from other paths was also pretty nice. And this really reminded me of a Metroidvania, although without the weapon usage, with clever usage of blockages. Yeah, a Y level from a good fan hack. Haha, garbage. Here's where the comments start to get pretty negative. But it is really, really brutal. You really need multiple E-tanks and W tanks. I wouldn't say it's exactly the most brutal out of anyone, but I did enjoy it, but it could use more. Ouch. Seemed to spend too long thinking about whether you could, but didn't see you should. There are a lot of ideas that would be nice, but I really think they should be spread out into multiple stages. Oh well, all stages are complete, excluding this one. Oh hello, Rainbow Man. Thank you. I'm going to be worried if we have to face him. I remember seeing the Omega fight against you, and oh my goodness, you're the hardest Omega. I will fight you when I go back to Mega Man Unlimited, when I do the Zero playthrough and whatnot. Okay, let's finish this. I spent enough time in the last two stages. Oh boy, here's Yoku Man from Mega Man Unlimited. Yeah, horrible memories, although I would say actually Yoku Man's stage was less hardcore, frustrating compared to Nathaniel Hoover's stage. My apologies. He is kind of different. Okay, he fires those Yoku Blocks, of course. He fires all these explosive Yoku Spikes. And he spawns back in. He'll then try blocking you and try hurting you. Jumping over the place. Fires all those sorts of blocks. He won't teleport around the room as much as in his original fight, where he'd have to jump above the platform. Those will hurt you, by the way. And I need to use an E-tank. But as I was saying, you don't need to jump up on the platforms rapidly to avoid getting instantly killed. Other than the falling spikes, there is no instant death trap. Oh sure, this one was quite annoying, but you're supposed to keep sliding back and forth. But other than that, the Yoku Man fight is done. That would probably been because I bought the charge upgrade. But let's get out of here now. Boy, I spent over 40 minutes over tier 3. I think I need to split the next tiers into 3 parts. But now we have 15 energy elements. Alright, in the next part, I'll cover tier 4. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Toodles!